Close your eyes now and take a slow, deep breath. Feel your body sinking into the softness beneath you. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw relax. You are safe. You are warm. And tonight, you will travel back through time to one of the most wondrous places ever created by human hands, the great library of Alexandria, a sanctuary of knowledge, a temple of wisdom. And tonight, it will be your gateway to the deepest, most peaceful sleep. It is the year 100 BC. The sun is setting over the Mediterranean Sea, painting the sky in shades of amber and rose. You stand at the entrance to the Royal Library of Alexandria, in the heart of ancient Egypt. The evening air is warm and gentle against your skin, carrying with it the scent of papyrus scrolls, cedar wood, and the distant salt of the sea. The library building rises before you, magnificent and serene. Its walls are white limestone, glowing softly in the fading light. Tall columns line the entrance, each one carved with intricate hieroglyphs and Greek inscriptions. The architecture is a blend of Egyptian grandeur and Greek elegance, a meeting place of two great civilizations. Above the entrance, carved in stone, are the words that welcome all who enter. They speak of light, of truth, of the eternal quest for understanding. You walk forward slowly, your sandals making soft sounds against the marble floor. The entrance hall is vast and cool, a relief from the warmth of the day. The ceiling soars high above you, painted with
stars and constellations. The ancient astronomers who studied here left their mark in these painted heavens, mapping the paths of planets and the wheel of the zodiac. Looking up, you feel the vastness of the universe, and yet you also feel held, cradled by this space of human wisdom. The evening light streams through high windows, casting long golden beams across the hall. Dust motes drift lazily through these beams of light, dancing like tiny stars. Everything here moves slowly. There is no rush, no urgency. Time itself seems to breathe differently within these walls. You take another deep breath, feeling yourself slowing down, matching the pace of this sacred place. A librarian approaches, an elderly scholar with kind eyes and a gentle smile. He wears simple robes of white linen, and he carries a small oil lamp that flickers softly in his hands. He does not speak, but gestures for you to follow him deeper into the library. You walk together through corridors lined with scrolls and codices, past reading rooms where a few late scholars still study in quiet concentration. The library is winding down for the night. The readers are finishing their work, rolling up their scrolls with care, returning books to their proper places. There is a reverence in these simple actions, a mindfulness that comes from handling objects that contain the wisdom of ages. You watch as one scholar gently places a scroll back on its shelf, his fingers lingering for just a moment on the wooden case, as if saying goodnight to an old friend. The librarian leads you to a special room, one reserved for the most treasured texts. The door is heavy wood, inlaid with bronze, and it opens with a soft, satisfying sound. Inside, the room is smaller, more intimate. The walls are lined floor to ceiling with scrolls and bound volumes. Each one is a world unto itself. Works of poetry and philosophy, histories of empires long fallen, mathematical proofs and astronomical observations, medical texts and botanical studies, the collected knowledge of countless minds preserved here for future generations. In the center of the room is a reading table made of dark wood, polished smooth by centuries of use. An oil lamp sits on the table, its flame steady and bright. There are 2 comfortable chairs, cushioned with soft fabric. The librarian gestures for you to sit, and you do, feeling the chair embrace you with surprising comfort. He places the lamp where it will cast the best light, then quietly withdraws, leaving you alone in this sanctuary of knowledge. You sit in the gentle silence, letting your eyes wander over the scrolls. Each one is carefully labeled in Greek or Egyptian script. You can read some of the titles: The Elements by Euclid, The Histories by Herodotus, Plays by Sophocles and Euripides, the lost works of Sappho, still whole and complete in this time and place, works that will one day be lost forever, but tonight, here in this room, they still exist, waiting patiently for readers who will never come. The lamp flickers slightly, and shadows dance across the walls. There is something alive in this room, not in a frightening way, but in a way that suggests presence, the presence of all the minds that poured their souls into these works, the presence of all the hands that copied them, preserving them through the generations, the presence of all the readers who came here seeking truth, beauty, understanding. You are not alone. You are surrounded by the greatest company humanity has ever assembled. Through the window, you can see the last light fading from the sky. The stars are beginning to appear, one by one. Alexandria spreads out below, a city of light and learning. You can see the great lighthouse in the harbor, its fire burning bright to guide ships safely home. You can see the rooftops of temples and palaces, the gardens and courtyards where scholars walk and debate. This is a city devoted to the life of the mind, and at its heart is this library, this repository of everything humanity has learned. You reach out and gently pull one scroll from the shelf. It is a work of philosophy, written in elegant Greek script. You unroll it carefully, feeling the texture of the papyrus beneath your fingers. The words speak of peace, of acceptance, of finding contentment in the present moment. They were written 2,000 years ago, yet they speak directly to you now, across the gulf of time. The human heart has not changed. The human need for wisdom, for comfort, for meaning, has been the same through all the ages.
The philosopher speaks of the importance of rest, of allowing the mind to be still. He speaks of sleep as a gift, a nightly return to the source of all things. When we sleep, he writes, we rejoin the great oneness from which we came. We let go of our individual worries and merge with the infinite. This is not death, but restoration, not an ending, but a return to home. The words wash over you like a gentle wave. Your eyes grow heavy, the lamp flickers, and the room grows dimmer, softer. You let the scroll roll closed. You do not put it away. That can wait until morning. For now, you simply sit, feeling the weight of the day lifting from your shoulders, feeling yourself becoming lighter, freer. The night deepens. The library falls completely silent. Even the last scholars have gone home, leaving the scrolls to rest in the darkness. But you remain, and you are not afraid. This is a place of safety, a place outside of time. Here you can simply be. No demands, no expectations, only the gentle company of wisdom and the promise of rest. You close your eyes and let your head rest against the back of the chair. The darkness behind your eyelids is soft and welcoming. You can still smell the papyrus, the oil from the lamp, the faint incense that lingers in the air. These scents anchor you, reminding you that you are held in this place, protected and cared for.
In your mind's eye, you see the endless shelves of scrolls, each one a doorway to another world. But tonight, you do not need to open those doors. Tonight, you need only to rest. The knowledge will still be here tomorrow. The wisdom will wait. For now, let yourself drift. Let yourself float on the gentle current of peace that flows through this sacred place. The philosophers whose words fill these scrolls all understood the importance of balance, work and rest, learning and letting go, striving and surrendering. Tonight, you surrender. You let go of the need to know, to understand, to accomplish. You trust that everything will be there when you wake. And for now, you simply sleep. The room grows darker still, though the lamp still burns softly. Its light is like a small sun, warm and steady. It asks nothing of you. It simply shines, as it has shone for countless readers before you, and will shine for countless more after you are gone. You are part of this long chain of seekers, and yet you are also unique, irreplaceable, precious. The library holds you gently, as it has held so many others. Outside, the city of Alexandria sleeps. The lighthouse continues its vigil, its fire never dimming. The Mediterranean Sea whispers against the shore, an ancient rhythm older than any human city, older than any library. That rhythm is in your own breathing now, in and out, rise and fall, like the tide, like the heartbeat of the earth itself. The great library holds within it the accumulated knowledge of the entire Mediterranean world. Works from Greece and Egypt, from Persia and India, from the far reaches of the known world. Scholars have traveled for months to study here, to add their own contributions to this treasury of wisdom. And yet, all of this knowledge, all of these words, all of these ideas, they all point to the same simple truth, that we are all connected, that we are all part of something larger than ourselves, that we come from the same source and return to it each night in sleep. You feel that truth now, not as an intellectual concept, but as a living reality. You feel yourself dissolving into the greater whole, your boundaries softening, your sense of separation fading. You are not just yourself. You are part of the library, part of the city, part of the earth and sea and sky, part of the great web of existence that connects all things across all time. The lamp burns lower. The stars outside shine brighter. The room is almost completely dark now, and you are almost completely asleep. Just a few moments more, drifting in this peaceful twilight.
The scrolls rest in their places, patient and silent. The wisdom they contain does not sleep, but it does rest, waiting for the next reader, the next seeker. And you are becoming part of that wisdom now, not through reading, but through being, through this deep, peaceful rest, through this surrender to the darkness and the silence. You are learning what the greatest philosophers
spent lifetimes trying to teach, that peace is not something to be achieved, but something to be allowed, that wisdom is not something to be grasped, but something to be received, that sleep is not an escape from life, but a return to its source. The library will stand for many more years, though eventually it too will fall. The scrolls will be scattered and lost. The wisdom will be forgotten. But tonight, none of that matters. Tonight, the library stands eternal. The scrolls are safe. The knowledge is preserved. And you are here, held in this moment, this breath, this heartbeat. Let go now. Let yourself fall into the deepest sleep. The library will watch over you. The philosophers will keep you company. The stars will chart their courses overhead. And you will rest, deeply and completely, knowing that you are safe, you are loved, you are exactly where you need to be. Good night. Sleep well. And may your dreams be filled with the light of ancient wisdom, the peace of quiet rooms, and the knowledge that you are never alone. The great minds of the past surround you. Their words are a blanket that covers you. Their wisdom is a pillow beneath your head. And their love for truth, beauty, and understanding is the lullaby that sings you into sleep. Rest now. The library will be here when you wake. The scrolls will wait. The wisdom will endure. And you will rise refreshed, renewed, ready to seek your own truth, to add your own voice to the great conversation that has been happening since humans first learned to write, to think, to dream. Good night. The hours of the night pass slowly, measured not by clocks, but by the gradual turning of the stars. You remain in the reading room, though by now you are more asleep than awake, drifting in that peaceful space between consciousness and dreams. The library breathes around you, its ancient timbers settling with soft creaks, its scrolls whispering secrets to one another in the darkness. In the distance, you can hear the sea. The Mediterranean has cradled civilizations for thousands of years, carrying ships laden with trade goods and ideas, bringing scholars from distant lands to this very library. Tonight, its voice is gentle, a soft shushing sound that reminds you to let go, to relax, to trust in the rhythm of things. The sea knows about patience. It knows about the long view. It has worn down mountains and built up shores. It has carried away empires and brought forth new ones. And through it all, it has maintained its rhythm, its endless ebb and flow. You think, in your dreamy, half-conscious state, about all the readers who have sat in this very chair, scholars from Athens and Rome, mathematicians from Babylon, physicians from distant Persia, poets from the islands of Greece. They all came here seeking something. Knowledge, yes, but also connection, a sense of belonging to something larger than themselves, the recognition that they were part of a great chain of inquiry that stretched back to the very dawn of human thought and would continue long after they were gone. Some of them made great discoveries here. Archimedes working out his principles of leverage and buoyancy, Eratosthenes calculating the circumference of the earth with remarkable accuracy, using nothing but shadows and geometry, Hipparchus cataloging the stars and discovering the precession of the equinoxes. These men sat where you sit now. They breathed this same air. They felt the same sense of awe at the accumulated wisdom around them. But not all who came here were famous. Most were simply students, seekers, people who loved learning for its own sake. They copied scrolls by hand, preserving knowledge for future generations. They debated philosophy in the courtyards. They wondered at the beauty of mathematics and the mystery of the natural world. They lived lives that history did not record, but which mattered just as much. Every act of learning, every moment of genuine curiosity, every question asked in good faith adds to the great treasury of human understanding. You are part of that treasury now, not because of what you have accomplished, but simply because you are here, because you are human, because you are capable of wonder. Your questions matter. Your thoughts matter. Your rest matters. The library knows this. It has always known this. Why else would it exist, if not to serve the basic human need to understand, to connect, to find meaning in the chaos of existence? The lamp on the table has burned very low now. The oil is nearly exhausted, and the flame has become just a tiny point of light, barely illuminating the space around it. But it does not go out, not yet. It holds on, faithful to its purpose, providing light as long as it can. There is something noble in that persistence, something that speaks to the human spirit's refusal to surrender to darkness, even when darkness is inevitable. But darkness is not the enemy. You know this now. Darkness is simply the absence of light, and in that absence, other things can emerge. Rest, renewal, dreams. The ancient Egyptians who built the foundations of this great city understood darkness as the womb of creation. From the dark waters of chaos came order. From the dark earth came life. From the dark night came the promise of dawn. Darkness is not emptiness. It is potential. It is the blank page waiting for the story to be written. You let yourself sink deeper into that darkness now. The scrolls around you fade from view, but you can still feel their presence. They are like a chorus of voices, all speaking at once, yet somehow creating a harmonious whole. Each scroll is a voice from the past, calling across the centuries. But they are not trapped in the past. Through the act of reading, through the act of remembering, they become present again. They live again in the mind of the reader. This is the true magic of the written word. It defies time. It makes the dead speak. It allows us to converse with the greatest minds that have ever lived. Tonight, you do not need to read their words. Their mere presence is enough. Knowing that they are here, that the wisdom is preserved, that the chain of knowledge continues unbroken, this gives you a profound sense of peace. You are not alone in your questions. You are not alone in your struggles. Every fear you have ever felt, every doubt that has ever troubled you, someone has felt it before, and many of them have written about it, have wrestled with it, have found their way through to the other side. The philosophers speak with one voice, though they lived in different times and held different views. They say, "You are enough. You are exactly as you should be in this moment. Your path is your own, but it is also part of the great path that all humans walk. Do not be afraid. Do not be ashamed. Simply be. Simply breathe. Simply rest." And so you rest. Your breathing has become so slow and so deep that you barely notice it anymore. In, out, in, out. Like the tide, like the turning of pages, like the slow revolution of the earth beneath the stars. Your heartbeat has slowed as well, steady and strong, a drum that marks the rhythm of your life. You are alive. You are here. And that is miracle enough. The night deepens further. If you were to open your eyes, which you will not, because you are far too comfortable, far too relaxed, you would see that the stars have shifted in their courses. Hours
have passed, though it feels like only moments. Time is strange in this place. It stretches and contracts. It pools in corners like water. It evaporates in the heat of concentration. The scholars who worked here understood this phenomenon. They spoke of being lost in their studies, of hours passing like minutes when they were deeply engaged. But they also knew the opposite was true. The single moment of genuine insight could feel like it contained an entire lifetime. You are in such a moment now. This moment of complete rest, of total surrender. It feels eternal, and in a way it is, because this peace, this deep inner quiet, is always available to you. It does not depend on external circumstances. It does not require you to be in an ancient library surrounded by scrolls. It is your birthright as a human being. The library is just helping you remember what you have always known, that peace is your natural state, that rest is not a luxury but a necessity, that sleep is the nightly reminder that we are not in control, and that is okay. We do not need to be. The lamp finally flickers and goes out. The room is now lit only by the starlight coming through the window, a pale silver glow that makes everything soft and dreamlike. This is the light that guided sailors across the seas, the light that inspired poets to write of beauty and longing, the light that made ancient peoples believe the gods were watching over them, caring for them, guiding them through the darkness. You feel watched over now, not in a way that makes you self-conscious, but in a way that makes you feel held. The universe is vast beyond imagining, yet it has brought you here, to this moment, to this breath. Every star that shines has been burning for millions or billions of years, its light traveling across unimaginable distances to reach your eyes. The atoms in your body were forged in the hearts of stars that died long before the earth was born. You are made of stardust. You are the universe looking at itself. You are a temporary gathering of matter and energy that has somehow become conscious, aware, capable of wonder. And now, having wandered for a time through the realm of thought and knowledge, you are ready to return to the realm of unconsciousness, to dissolve back into the great mystery from which you came. Sleep is that dissolution. It is not an ending, but a transformation. The you that wakes tomorrow will be different from the you that sleeps tonight. Cells will have renewed. Memories will have consolidated. The brain will have swept away the debris of the day, making room for new experiences, new thoughts, new wonders. The library knows about renewal. Every day it opens its doors to new readers. Every generation brings new questions. The old knowledge is reinterpreted, seen from new angles, applied to new problems. Nothing is truly static. Everything is in motion. And yet, beneath the motion, there is stillness. Beneath the constant change,
there is something that endures. Call it truth. Call it beauty. Call it the ground of being. It has many names, but only one reality. You touch that reality now, in your deepening sleep. You are letting go of names, of concepts, of words. You are returning to the place before language, before thought, the place of pure being. The philosophers call it many things: the Tao, the One, the Absolute. But it cannot truly be named, because naming separates it from ourselves, makes it into an object to be grasped. And it cannot be grasped. It can only be joined, only be entered into, only be allowed. Allow it now. Allow the sleep to take you fully. There is no need to hold on to consciousness any longer. You have done what you needed to do today. You have learned what you needed to learn. Now it is time to let it all go, to trust that your subconscious will sort through everything, will file away what is useful and discard what is not. You do not need to supervise this process. Your deeper mind knows what to do. It has been doing it every night of your life. It will do it tonight. The library fades. The scrolls dissolve into shadow. The stars grow dim. All that remains is the gentle rhythm of your breath, the steady beat of your heart, and the vast, peaceful darkness that holds you like a mother holds a sleeping child. You are safe. You are loved. You are home. Good night, dear.
May your sleep be deep and dreamless, or filled with the most beautiful dreams imaginable. May you wake refreshed and renewed, carrying with you the peace you found in this ancient place of wisdom. And may you remember, always, that you have within you a library of your own, a treasure house of experience and insight. Trust it, honor it, and from time to time, in the quiet moments between waking and sleeping, wander its halls and see what wonders you discover there. Sleep well. The great library watches over you. The ancient wisdom holds you close, and the stars, those eternal witnesses to all that has been and all that will be, shine down their blessings on your rest. Good night.